Going to put withdraw. I don't have it set up as an automatic withdrawal because I think that's why my fingernails were in pain. Hello, my friends. How are you all doing? I hope that you are all having a lovely, blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing video. I don't even know where to start, friends. I have a lot of things to catch you up on. Now, let me start by saying that this weekend, my mom and I went to clean a house. My nails are not in the best condition at all. I had some breakage, so I had to cut them. I think the hand on the left still looks even with me cutting my nails. I need to redo these nails. I clean my house pretty often, but working and cleaning someone else's home, it's actually tiring. To do it all in one day non-stop, it was tiring. I told my mom, my hands are hurting, my fingernails are in pain. So I was cleaning the kitchen and then I just forgot to put gloves on because I do that at home. I forget to put my gloves on. Cleaned a little bit without my gloves and then I put some gloves on again, but still, I think the gloves that my mom took are very thin. I didn't have any other gloves with me, so I think that's why my fingernails were in pain. And I told my mom, my back hurts. I don't like to complain, especially not to her, because she enjoys doing this cleaning and we would do it together. So I try not to complain, but I was just having one of those days. I had a lot to clean at home because I'm going to be starting my new job, friends. I did get the job. Let me update you on that as well. Let's start off by counting the cash. So let me tell you what's going on with this cash. I wanted to film this video for you all because I'm going to be starting work this week and I don't even know if I'm going to have to film this video, and I know I have to pay some bills already. So I don't want to spend the money and not share this cash stuffing video with you all. Now, I don't have all the cash here because we went to the bank to withdraw because she did I don't even know what it's called, Venmo, or we were paid through our bank account. So I had to go to the bank and withdraw the money. That way I could pay my mom, or because we split what we get paid half and half. So we do about a 10-hour day of cleaning. It's about $30 an hour. So we get paid $300. So my mom gets $150, I get $150. So I went to the bank and I also withdrew my husband's income because my husband is the breadwinner. This cash stuffing that I'm going to be doing today, this is my husband's income, and my husband pays all the bills here at the house. What I did before was I got a small job. That way I could help my husband pay off the debt. It helped a little bit, a few steps at a time. We are getting a little bit closer, not a lot. We still have a lot of debt, but we are just a little bit closer to paying off debt, or at least we paid some of the debt off. I hope I'm not all over the place. So I didn't withdraw as much money because I was at the ATM, and I don't think you can withdraw over $1,000. So I didn't withdraw everything. I have some cash here that I'm going to be cash stuffing, and the rest of it, like my car loan, I don't think I'm going to cash stuff that today, but I will take that out once I go to the bank sometime this week. I have some comments of some people asking a couple of things, so I want to go ahead and answer those questions. This envelope here, I do my cash stuffing weekly, and I was doing that so I could share with you all like an extra video on a weekly cash stuffing, because some of the cash where we get paid, or my husband gets paid bi-weekly, I split the bills in half. That way I can do like a weekly cash stuffing. A quick example: if my husband gets paid bi-weekly, I put aside $240 for groceries, which means that would be $120 each week. So in one of these envelopes, I'm going to put $240, $120 for 1 week, $120 for the next week. Another example would be gas is $160 a month. I have to split the $160 in the 2 paychecks that my husband gets for that month. So that would be $80 on a bi-weekly paycheck, another $80 on the next bi-weekly paycheck, $40 for 1 week, and $40 for the next. I know it sounds a bit confusing, friends, and I did not mean to confuse you at all. Now, once I start working, I don't think I'm going to be sharing as many videos with you all. I hope that you still stick around with my videos because I'm going to be sharing with you all how much I'm going to get paid at this new job. Stick around because I'm going to be sharing that later on in this video. I want to finish what I'm saying and not get started on another topic. So let's go ahead and get started by counting the cash. You know, I always count backwards. 100, 200, 300, 400, $500. But before I get started, I know that since I was at the ATM, I wasn't able to get as many small bills, or I really didn't know how many small bills I was going to need. So I'm going to be condensing one of my envelopes. I had to take money out. I don't know if I shared that with you in the last video, but I had to take money out from this envelope, car insurance, and I've been taking money out because I've been needing it. And that's the importance of having an emergency fund envelope or money set aside for an emergency. Because if you don't have money set aside for an emergency, what if you need to go to the doctor? You're going to end up using your credit card, and that debt, instead of getting lower, it's going to get higher. So in order for me not to use my credit card, I had to take money out from this envelope, and I've been taking money out from this envelope, and I do feel guilty about it. I really do. But there's nothing else I could do. I didn't have money anywhere else, and I didn't want to use my credit card since the interest is very high with that. I just paid it off when I was working in my other job, or in the job that I had. So I put low, sorry, I don't know, I guess I needed 20 bucks or some confusion here. I had $300. So I had to take out money because my son got sick. He had an ear infection. We had to take him to urgent care. So that I had to take money for that. And then I also had to take money to pay for my chiropractor. I had hurt my finger and I wasn't able to move it. It's doing so much better. Now I have like these ligaments that are, I think he said inflamed or something like that, something in here. So I ice it and that is starting to get a little bit better. I'm starting to be able to do a couple more things with it, but it's still in a little bit of pain. But he said that's going to take about 6 weeks. And I think I'm running on the 3rd week right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $100. So these $100, I'm going to exchange it with the cash that I have that I withdrew from the bank. So I only have $110 left in this car insurance, and I'm supposed to save up $1,300 for the whole year because that's what our insurance is. Because we pay our insurance yearly, we do save money this way. So I'm going to put withdraw. Oh, this marker's too big. And I'm going to put withdraw for doctor. So I have $110 left, which means I took out $290. I've been getting so many questions on 2 things. Now let me answer the first question. People are confused with the weekly cash stuffing. I already explained that my husband gets paid bi-weekly, but I split the bills in half. For example, the groceries, 120, 120. In reality, I withdraw $240, put that in this envelope, and then when the end of the week comes, we go to the grocery store. I take $120 each week to pay for that. That's the first question. The second question that I get, what happens if you have like automatic withdrawals? For example, your car loan gets withdrawal from the bank. That's something that many people do, right? I don't do my car loan or my mortgage. I don't have it set up as an automatic withdrawal because I want to know where my money is going. I don't trust myself leaving the money in the bank and then I forget. I see a big amount there that's left in the bank. For example, my mortgage is $900, and let's say I have $960 in my bank account. And I'm like, oh yes, I can spend, I can go shopping, or we can eat out. And then that money is going to be taken out from our debit account. Whenever I see my bank account with a high number, I'm like, yay, free money. So I eliminated that. I rather take the money out when my husband gets paid, put it in this envelope, go to the bank whenever that time comes around for me to pay my bill, and I go directly to the bank. I walk in with cash and I pay everything with cash. But for example, some of the bills, let's say your water bill or your electric bill, that's set up that way. Now, what you can do is you can make a list. That's when budgeting comes in. You have to make a list of all of your bills. And I'm sorry that I'm explaining this. Please fast forward if you don't want to hear any of what I'm going to say right now. It's just that lately I've been getting all these questions and I want to get that answered. It's so much easier for me to answer it in a video than to explain it in a comment, even though I try to do my best to do so. So let's say you're going to start with the budget, right? You're going to list all of your bills and you're going to put what is taken out from the bank, because one or two things we do have it withdrawn from the bank. So sometimes I take the money out and then we go in and put the money back in our debit account. That's just one way to do it. Or you can just leave the money in the bank. For example, our medical bill, the $60.92, that's an automatic withdrawal, but sometimes I take it out, but then I have to go put it back in the bank. Long story short, that's what I do. So you would have to make a list. Okay, this much money needs to stay in the bank and I can't spend it. That's just an option, friends, and I just wanted to answer that question. If you do it some other way and it works for you, great, but that's one way that you can do it. So I already took money out of there. Now I can start by counting the cash, and I just can't wait to tell you what my new job will be. I also wanted to thank my giveaway winner, Bahari. Thank you so much for responding back. She emailed me and she said that she loved the little giveaway goodies that I sent her. I wanted to thank her as well for actually taking the time to respond back and to tell me that she received the stuff I sent her. Let's start by counting the cash. I have $100, $200, $300, $400. I'm gonna get my calculator going because then I make a mistake. It's happened before in the past. So that's $150 in 50s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's $40. That's going to be $840 that I'm going to be cash stuffing today. Now I want to say also that I had to take out all the money that was in my other binder that I cash stuffed last week. That was my weekly income that I had split from my husband's biweekly income. I don't want to make things confusing for you all anymore. I withdraw the money that my husband gets paid bi-weekly. I would split that in half to share a weekly cash stuffing video with you all, but I'm just confusing everyone. So I might just stick with the bi-weekly cash stuffing. And I don't know if in my new job, I'm going to be getting paid like a different week than my husband, like bi-weekly. So I might be doing like a weekly cash stuffing, but I want to cash stuff that income with my other job. I want to cash stuff that separately because I want to focus on paying bills. I also want to thank each and every one of you all that always watch my videos. Thank you so much for all the love and support that you will all give me. Thank you, thank you. Now, I had to get this other job where I was before so I can help with our debt that we have. That helped a little bit, but still, I don't think it was enough. I ended up applying for this new job. But if you have been watching my videos, I shared with you all that it was very difficult for me to get in for this interview. It was always one thing or another. It took like a month for me to actually get to see it's the superintendent at school. So as you all know right now, it's going to be a job at a school. So it was taking a very long time for me to get in. It was always one thing or another. And then one weekend I lost my IVP card, which is the fingerprint clearance card. They do a background check, make sure that you don't have any, just to make sure that you have a clean record. I lost that with my driver's license because one day that I was going to go in for this interview, I just got off the car and I just had my driver's license and my card with me. I didn't get off with my wallet. Like I didn't even take my whole purse with me. So I had them loose in my hand. When I came back to the car, I left them in the car for a couple days and then I took them out from the car, and then I left them at home and I didn't know where I left them. So that was another hold up there. I'm like, what if I need this for my interview? And I was all worried, and I was just praying. I always kept praying, because one day they told me we won't be able to get you in for this job because I was trying to go in for a substitute teacher. I had to renew my certificate, but it was always one thing or another happening. I remember one evening getting down on my knees and saying, God, if this is your will for me to get in to this job, I'm going to leave this in your hands. And if it's not, it's okay. I just don't want to be struggling and going back and forth, because that's what was happening. It was either one thing or another. So many things were happening. As I mentioned, I was going to meet with the superintendent a couple of times, but then she had some appointments and other things that came up where she couldn't meet with me. So that evening, when I got on my knees and I prayed, a miracle happened. And I want to say it's a miracle because I don't want to get too much into it, but I get an alert on my watch because I have the notifications to the school on my watch or on my phone, because my son goes to the school. So I get this notification and it says that they're needing substitute teachers. And I'm like, well, why am I not able to get in? Why do they keep asking for all these things? I think this is God's way of telling me to keep going, to keep pushing it. I email the superintendent and I tell her, okay, I'm available anytime during the week. I've missed you. I haven't been able to meet up with you, but let me know when you're available. So she emails me back right away. And I'm telling you, like, this is a miracle. If it's not showing too much private information, I'll try and show screen captures of the emails. Friends, this is a miracle. She offers me a kindergarten position. And I said, oh, wait. Like, this was a shock to me. I'm like, I'm not ready for this. I just want to do substitute teaching. I'm like, no, I don't think that's for me. So that night I couldn't sleep, and my interview with her was going to be the following day. I felt like God told me, do it. So I told my husband, what if I mention it to her tomorrow? Like, yes, I want to go in for teaching. And then he tells me, yes, go for it. This is a big opportunity. Just tell her that you're interested. But when I meet up with her in the morning, you're not going to believe what happened, friends. This miracle happened. I meet up with her. I'm there early before she is. She had another appointment that she had to meet. She wasn't at the district, so I met with her at the district where I was going to meet with her. So I get there, and then she gets in. She's like, hold on, just give me a moment for me to leave my stuff in my office, and I'll call you right in. So she calls me right in, and then she's telling me, okay, so you just need to update your teacher certificate for the substituting. I'm like, okay. And she says, you know what? There are some positions available for teaching. If you're interested, we have a kindergarten teaching position. And I said, I don't know. I'm so nervous. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I mean, this is something new to me. And she's like, well, if you tell me you want to go for it, I can get you set up to meet the principal right now. And I said, okay, yes. As I mentioned to you all, I had prayed the evening before, and I was like, God, if this is your will, let me know. And he let me know with that alert on my watch. That's when in the night I just kept it in prayer and in prayer. If this is God's will and he wants me in here, then I'm going to get the job. So I end up getting the job, friends, and I'm going to be working at the school as a kindergarten teacher. Yes, I'm nervous. This is something new. This is God's will, and he wants me to be there, and I want to do this for him. So all praise, all glory, and all thanksgiving is to God, because he's making this possible. You know, I've been praying and praying to be debt-free sometime in the near future, and this might be an answer to my prayers. I mean, I know our debt is pretty high, but this is another job, another income that I'm going to be bringing in, and I'm going to help out to pay off the debt that we have, friends. I'll keep you updated on how it goes. I'm very scared. I'm very nervous to start this job. It has always been a dream for me to become a teacher. Ever since I was a little girl, I would play with my cousins that I was a teacher, and I would teach them. It's a dream that's going to be coming true. So I'm going to start this weekend. Please wish me luck. Please keep me in your prayers, friends. I'm sorry if I made this too long for you all. I know that many of you just want to see the cash stuffing, and I do apologize for that. I hope that you forwarded to this part where I'm going to start doing the cash stuffing. I don't want you to be upset that I'm making this story too long, but I just wanted to share that with you all because God does miracles every day, friends. We all woke up this morning. We're all breathing. We are all here. And that is just another miracle that God is doing for us right now. So let's get started with my binder. This is the bills are top priority binder. This is where I cash stuff my bills, like my important bills, for example, mortgage, car loan, all of that. So let's go ahead and get started. For mortgage, I'm not going to be cash stuffing anything here because this is with the second check of the month of September. Car loan, this is where I cash stuff for car loan. But as I mentioned, I didn't withdraw all of the money from the bank since I didn't have time to go to the bank. I've been really busy. Like I said, I had that interview, and then the next day I had to go and get my Arizona Department of Education. So I had to also take money out. Some of that money that I took out for insurance, I think it was part of it as well. I had to pay for that. So anyways, car loan is part of this check, but I didn't withdraw the whole money. So that is in the bank right now. Cell phone is also in the bank. Now, water, I do need to cash stuff $40, and I'm going to fill it in. Change of plans. Water used to be with the first check, but then I had to change it because I wasn't cash stuffing enough for our cell phone. So anyways, I'm going to be changing that. I'm going to have to change that. Now for gas, I will be taking this out. Cash stuffing here. I need $80 for gas. $20, $30, $40, $20, $30, $40, $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70, $75, $80. I'm trying to use all these five since I had to replace my battery, so I really don't know where I left off. The battery died. I think I was sharing with you all my car insurance. I had to take some money out. So right now what I did is I cash stuffed $80. So I have $190 in my car insurance. And I'm like, wait a minute, where does all this cash that I have left over belong? So I'm going to be taking out I call this my sinking funds binder. It's not bills that are a must at the moment. For example, haircut or other little things here and there. So that's why I have a different binder for this. I don't have a lot of sinking funds because most of the sinking funds, I moved them over to a envelope, which is my snowball debt. I'm trying to collect as much money as I can to pay off debt sooner. That's where that money goes. And friends, I just thought of something else, friends, and I'm sorry if you don't want to hear about this, but if you didn't believe, another part of this testimony and miracle that I want to share with you all of me getting into this job is in the school where I'm going to be working. The population here has been growing so much that they had to open an extra classroom. So that's the classroom that I'm going to be getting. And you know me, you know my money, you know what I'm so embarrassed. Like when I was going to start sharing these videos, I was embarrassed to share with you all the reality of my cash because I'm in debt and I don't have a lot of money left over. I don't have money for clothing. I don't have money for extra things to do nails. I mean, I know that's not important, but I don't have extra money. I'm afraid that I might have to use my credit card. And I'm very sad about it because I had just paid that credit card off. So I'm going to be given this classroom and it's an empty classroom. Some of the teachers shared like a couple of extra things that they had, but it is an empty classroom. They told me I could fix it any way that I want, but you know what? I don't have the money for it. It's just going to be a minimalistic classroom. I did share with you all that I used to homeschool my son ever since he was a baby. So I have a couple things at home that I'm going to be taking with me, like posters, but that's going to be about it. If I can, I'll try and share my Amazon list if you would like to. I don't even know how to say this, friends, but if you would like to contribute, if you would like to help me out in purchasing some of the things, I have a little list going there. I don't think I'm going to be buying all of the things in that list. It's just things that I think I would need for my classroom. Most thing that is important for me that I get is a carpet. That way we can all have like a carpet, so all the children could come in and we can have like circle time and I could read to them. But I don't think I can afford that carpet. It's a really pretty one, and it's one with alphabet letters, and I would like for every child to sit on one of the letters. That way they have like a little spot to sit on. If I can't afford it, and if I don't want to get into more debt, which I don't think I am, I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm just gonna buy like it's like these circles that you stick onto the carpet and they have like a little spot to sit on. I think I'm going to be doing that. I don't know. You all know my situation on my cash here, and I'm just embarrassed to even tell people about it. I don't know how that's gonna go, friends. My family is so proud of me, especially my parents, that I'm gonna be working at a school. These things are not important, the ones I'm gonna get. What's important is that I teach them and I get things done with the curriculum that the school provides. Those things are just little extra things. So I'm just so nervous about starting out and not having things for the classroom. Not even like hand sanitizers or Clorox wipes. I don't have anything, but hopefully the school can provide with some things, like the necessary things that the classroom might need. We'll see how that goes, friends. I will keep you updated on that. So let's get going with this cash stuffing because it's getting dark and I got things to do. I need to continue washing clothes and everything before I start work tomorrow. So that's $50 that I'm going to put in here. I like to do it like this, 20, 40, and then I put 2 5s. That's $50. Sewer is getting $80. 50, 60, 70, 80. There we go. 5, 6, 7, 80. $80. And then what else? Okay, I'm looking at my list right now. Sewer, okay, Lowe's credit card and Wells Fargo. Okay, Lowe's credit card. Wait. So Lowe's credit card usually gets $50, and then Wells Fargo credit card would get $50. But since I paid that off, that I'm still going to add it on to the Lowe's credit card. That way I can pay it off sooner. So I'm going to put $100 in here to credit card. Okay, I'm going to put 100 to Lowe's. And then what else? Medical gets $61, but as I mentioned, that is like a direct payment, so get that taken care of later. I will do that with my what's left in the bank. I hope it's not confusing even to me because I didn't take the whole money out. This is like the first time that I don't take the whole money out. Like sometimes if I don't take out mortgage or car, it's fine, but this time I feel like I'm going to be mixing up my numbers, and I'm sorry to even confuse you. I don't even want to confuse you all with all this. So car loan usually gets $450. I have 100, 200, 50, 5, 6, 7, 80, 90, 100. So that's 1, 2, 300, 5, 6, 7, 80, 90, 100. So that is $300 that I'm going to be putting in here, plus 300. Or how much is left here? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That'll go somewhere else. Okay, so that I'll be putting it in here, and I still need 150 for this one. Okay, I did mention, okay, so the money that I was paid working in cleaning a house this weekend or this Saturday, some of that cash I used it to buy just a couple of things from Target. I think it was like numbers, and then I bought this other thing like for birthdays. It's not enough. It's not enough, friends, to decorate the whole classroom with those things. And I think I bought like a wallpaper. I think that's what it's called. So, all right, so I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $35 left over. Well, it's not left over because it needs a place to go. I'll put this in savings because I know that the rest of the car loan, I need to withdraw that from the bank. So I will put this in my little savings here. I'll just leave it this way because, oh, pet vet. Oh, I had to take my puppy to the vet, so I had to take the money out that I had here in my savings. Friends, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. May God bless each and every one of you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. And I think the next video will possibly be either this Wednesday or Saturday. Possibly Saturday. Bye-bye.